Learn more about the birch. I'm here tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah.
On a tout fait le tour.
So, so we're interested in the canoes and the kayaks that you're making. What material goes into that, and how you're developing it?
Know about it?
Yes. I filmed a little bit of that stuff. Yeah.
Here we have canoes that was made 25 years ago.
And what's your name?
My name's Karl.
Carl.
Karl
Okay.
with a K.
Okay.
Canoes that was made 25 years ago. Is it okay to start? Or
Yeah. Not bad. I'm filming.
Are you filming? Do you
Yeah.
want me to film you and Carl?
Yeah. Okay.
No?
I'm sure. No, that's okay. Yeah, I'm just filming what you're talking about. I'm gonna weave it into the whole story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 25 years ago, this was brought back here to life. The last time they built canoes on this site was 125 years ago. So the year 2000, we started bringing back culture, bringing back teaching, bringing back. So the canoe was one of those teachings to earn your respect. So when we brought that back, they said, Karl, you're going to be in the history books, you're going to make history. But I said, I don't want to be alone in this history. So all the tourists that came and visit, their names in the history book with me. I asked them, hey, come and do some lacing, come on.
Yeah.
So by the time we're finished this one canoe, we're on the lake with it, and paddling around with it, and then we come back and we start working on another one. So this was an awesome trip for them. It's a nice memory and something historic.
Yeah.
So we learn about the respect of the land. We take what we need, just what we need, because we leave it for the future generation that's coming behind us. So the birch tree is one of those materials that is well used in our culture for baskets, for canoe building, for pickanoggins, baby carriers, and all this. But you'll learn about the land. You see it in the first time. You'll see the forest, and when you start looking at this, see, this was here for 25 years ago.
Wow.
And solid yet, and they haven't used it, but it's a good teaching. It's good teaching because now you'll see what what our ancestors lived off of and how they survived, and and follow the animals and imitate them in their dances and their movements, and because one belongs to the other, then you'll start seeing a lot better. So when we tell you, come in and learn how to build a canoe, you'll see the forest for the first time. You'll walk with respect, and you'll know the history about where it came from, and most of all, you'll understand the trees that the Creator brought, and Mother Earth's looking after it, and everything around you comes alive. Then you see it for the first time. So that's why we said, come and learn, come and see, come and be a part of history, and come and learn about the land that you walk on and the trees that you don't see. You can live in the city all your life. You can go under a tree, you wait on the bus. It gives you shade, but you don't know what kind of tree it is.
Yeah.
But now when you come out in the forest, we'll start showing you when to go. Everything is connection, the balance of life. And when we say, when you go out harvesting, learn about the land, know the connection to the insects and everything else that comes around. So they say, well, we found our birch. Birch's time to go. Best time to go is in the springtime. There's no leaves on the trees. You can see the forests. You can see those white birch trees in the forest. So now you start seeing
Spot them.
Yeah. So now you spot them. So now you go and look at it, and you see if there's any scarring, see if the branches where all that starts, and see if it's something that you're going to be using. So you'll mark it out, and then you'll come back when it's time to come back. So you can't take it off right away because there's nothing was starting to come alive. So once the leaves are on the trees and you start looking for your signs when you go for your birch, go and get your cedar. So when you go to the cedar, the women will come out with their daughters, and they'll do a ceremony. So before we take the tree down, they'll make 2 cuts on each side of the bark, and they'll pull that bark, and they'll start pulling it off, and they'll go up into a wedge. They'll pull it off, and they'll roll it up, and they'll start teaching their daughters. So that's the mother and daughter teaching. Then we'll take down the tree. So we'll take the roots. We'll use the roots for the lacing. We'll use the roots for baskets. We'll use the roots for medicine. We'll use the roots for tea. And then the bark for baskets and housing and different things. The wood part, we'll make our paddles with it. 2 hours work and you have your paddles. Just learn how to use your tools. And once you get your sheeting, the sheeting is something that's going to be used to protect your birch inside, because the birch now your outside is now inside, but it layers. but you want to protect that because now you'll make your sheeting and now you'll start using, you see, no sign yet from the creator saying the birch is ready. Keep on working. So now you're going to start splitting your cedar. You say, well, this is all done by hand. There's no tools. There's just a knife to start it, and the rest is done by hand. And it's so thin, you can see right through it. That's when you know you're at a good pace, and this is ready for you to use. So this will cover the interior of your canoe from one end to the other, which makes your second layer, because your one layer of birch plus your sheeting now is starting to get solid. So by making your ribs, by putting your ribs between each root inside, you could tighten them up and slide them right along this, and it's just get hard. No nails, no screw, no glue, all put together with the roots. So once you start learning all this, then you say, oh, we see fireflies at night. Well, that's an indication that the sap's starting. Now go and get your birch. So now you're starting to make connections to the insects, the the animals, and all this other stuff. So all of them is like the bear. The bear, we mix it with the bear fat, because just the spruce gum alone, you're on the lake and you have spruce gum. It's a warm day and it's starting to melt. You look behind, you see your spruce gum floating on the water. You're gonna, you're gonna paddle to shore as fast.
Gotta go fast.
So, but if you mix it with bear fat, and then you'll start to know the trees. You got your black spruce, you got your white spruce. We know the kids picked up the black spruce because they want to get out of the forest ahead of time because it's hot, and so the ones that collected the white spruce, it stays intact. So if you mix your bear fat with your spruce gum, put it in the water, it'll crystallize it. But if you use the white spruce, you put it in the water, caramel.
Oh.
Two trees, the same family, and two different results.
Yeah.
So you're mixing the sap from the trees with the bear fat in order to get the... Wow, okay.
So now consistency will hold together and everything that you do together. So now, like I said, when you knock the tree down, you take the bark off the tree, you are the creator. So now you know when to go and get your birch. So now you start seeing that, I'm going to make something different. Well, I could get the spring bark, which is yellow, and I could go for the winter bark, where it's getting ready for winter, where it's just about to ready to stick onto the tree and everything. You get that, and you have that dark bark. So now you have your canoe that's starting to look a little character, because now you have your white and your dark pieces on each end, and you could put a lot of water on it and just maybe etch your name in it, your symbol, Pink Floyd, whatever you want. So this is all you, and this is what we give you. So, but you're walking with a good heart and respect, and because you're just taking what you need, because your future generations coming behind, you want to leave something for them.
I love that so much. I wish the rest of the world was like that.
Maybe
And
there'll be
I
less
think, I
wars.
think if the rest of the world is like that, we wouldn't have a crisis.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
that living in a balance with nature and
Exactly.
respect.
And the more you have, you can say, I will not leave this plan without saying I didn't try.
Yeah.
To show the people what you can do.
I like that too.
And greed is sickness. Sometimes if you have too much of it, you forget about everything else. I always
And
tell
it doesn't bring happiness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could buy it, but I don't know, that's forceful, right?
Yeah.
No.
So I always say, when you start learning this, the more you look ahead, the further you're going to see your 7 generations like we're supposed to see. But the more you look behind, you can see everybody coming behind, living for what you left behind. And that's the way that the life works, right?
I love that.
That's the way we do it. And I tell the kids, you'll be walking in my shoes one day. And I was in your shoes. I was a baby. I was a child. I was a student. I was an adult. And I kept on growing. No, I said, I always call those old people. I'm there. I'm walking in their shoes, and I understand those words that I say. It's who you are. As an elder.
Yeah.
But you pass on your knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about it. So knowing all what you have, everything that you can do, this world will be a much better place for everybody else to live in.
Definitely. 100%.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
I love that so much. Every time I speak with my indigenous friends, I get goosebumps hearing their stories. Every single time I get goosebumps listening to this. I can never get enough of it. I love it.
It's always feeling of of deafness.
And then I go back to Toronto and I'm like, I get so upset with everything. I walk into Canadian Tire, I see canoes that are going to fall apart in 2 days, and I just get upset with everything. I'm just like, everybody needs to come and just see this. And once you experience it, then something in you changes.
Yeah.
And I feel that. So
Last year, we put together a workshop. There was people from Quebec City, Three Rivers, Montreal, other places. And we tried something different. We said, okay, let's put a workshop on. People will come in and pass a course for 6 weeks, 3 days a week. So we did that for about maybe the fourth week. One of the students, she lived along the lake for 20 years. She gets out to have her coffee. And after following the course, we took them in the forest. We showed them how, what happens. We showed them the good. But there's a balance in life. You have to have the good with the bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes when it's too much one side, you have to fix it. You have to, bring everything back to evens. And she says, after passing the course with you, she says, I go outside at home and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my forest for the first time. I see it. Never saw it. 20 years I've been here.
Yeah, I get goosebumps.
And now now I can see my forest, and now I can see the trees, and each one has a character. And every time I go out for coffee, I say good morning. This time. So that's what makes it worthwhile. And people that come around for the first time, we want them to experience, the past, but also walk with respect and have that heart for everybody else to leave behind for something else, to continue growing and living. That's how that what works.
I think everything also has.
No, so you sure can.
Wow.
This is made by a student.
I love that.
Oh wow.
So it's
Birch
with roots.
Yeah.
And it's just showing you the roots.
Wow.
So it's leftover from the, yeah.
So
That's amazing.
this small one, we're going to use it for baskets. So the birch tree.
Okay. Can I have a? Can I take a? Yeah.
And the black ash tree. Use
Wow.
it for the benches, for the snowshoes. And each tree has a character. Each one has a different. So all the leftovers, the tamarack, when the needles fall from the tree,
Oh wow.
you go and get them and make something. Give something a little present. Give it. So then it'll mean something.
I love
So
that.
it doesn't take much, but just your time,
Yeah.
your respect.
Yeah.
But that's where the value is that you put time into making that and then giving it to somebody. That's the value.
It's amazing.
Canoes I made birch bark last year, 25 years ago.
Wow.
Putting water on it brought it back to life.
Wow.
Oh man,
But the color, you can play with the color now.
how does this get so hard?
It's just dry. You put water, it gives it life, so now you can play with it. But as soon as you let it dry, the wood would break.
Whatever shape that you make it in.
Every shape you make, all gets hard. So when you put it back in the water, it just goes over everything. So everything that you have, from the cedar bark.
But are you coating that with something? Because if so once you take it off the tree, it's all about the timing.
Yeah.
So that's when you have to use the water because once it hardens, then it hardens and
Yeah.
that's it. You can't make it soft again.
Right till the time you start working on it, right till the time you're finished, it's always in water.
Ah, okay.
Water's
Once it's
life.
out of the water, then it's hard.
You live your life with it.
Got it. Okay.
So you have all these from the animals, making your instruments to celebrate life.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And give healing to people.
I love it.
So it's all these things that they can do. So it's learning, your material. Your heartbeat.
Sounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
So it's all what you use. And everything is here for a reason. To the quills, porcupine quills.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah.
Like a
So
needle.
you can use your birch bark and your quills to design something.
Wow.
We gave you all the information from the winter bark to the summer bark. So if you had the winter bark with quills, white quills, man, that would really stand out, And then you could play around with the colors.
No, beautiful.
So everything that is here for a reason. Once you earn your respect, you'll go out hunting, the moose will come out, they'll look at you and you'll make that connection, respectful.
Nice.
He'll turn for you. He'll give you his life.
I love that.
And
Yeah.
you take that and you take every part of the moose from the hide the moose, the deer.
Wow.
Yeah, and I love it.
Your,
Awesome.
your,
Wow,
your
this
shoes,
is
your coats, your
beautiful.
vests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll take everything from the bones, make your tools.
This
Yeah.
is for the hide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you'll use them in different ways, you know,
Wow.
and you have the bones, natural bones from the
Yeah.
moose,
Yeah.
and we'll sharpen them and use them to make holes in our birch to pass our roots. And the deer is close, but it's smaller.
Yeah.
But with this, you'll use it for your sewing, your clothing,
Yeah. Wow.
and then you'll take your string
Wow.
and you'll use the tenets for the string. There's no waste. The respect has been given. You take that,
Completely.
yeah, and then you use it, and you can make your vest.
Beautiful.
You can make your vest out of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, say who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
Or
Is that
you
your
can-
symbol?
Yeah. Yeah. My name is the White Buffalo Man,
And you in your
and
that's your sign.
I'm from a Loon
I'm a
clan.
Taurus. This is a buffalo.
Yeah, and I'm a Loon clan.
Ah, Loon Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Passed down to family. So
That's amazing.
it's telling the stories about who you are and stuff like that. So, the clothing that you can make with it,
Wow.
that's your coat.
Look at this quality. Look at this. That's amazing.
And the buttons, you can get these antlers. Yeah,
Wow.
all these antlers to make these buttons.
Completely
Yeah.
used from nature.
Yeah, and you lived off of that.
Yeah.
And we forget about that. Today we go to this Walmart.
I know. Yeah.
Amazing.
But yeah,
Beautiful.
that's the whole story about the canoe, the respect, and once you make that balance in life, you'll start seeing the forest. You'll walk with respect. You'll leave your future generation something to live off of, and you'll see the forest. You go back to the time where they used to live in that on those days, and you'll understand, and you get the respect from the elders. That's what all it's missing, man.
Yeah.
Respect.
I love that. I have one question regarding the canoe. So, is the canoe used as a way to start that community building? Because I was telling these guys, because I was out in Saskatchewan with the Cree, and I was on their reservation. They were teaching us about all of this, like fishing, all of that. And they started their community by teaching the young children. Started with a canoe over there as well. And so once they built the canoe, then everything comes into focus. So is that relatively a
Yeah.
theme there? Yeah.
Because the birch is a type of material that was used in our culture most of the time for canoe building, to baby carriers, to basket making, to everything is used, and that's what we forgot along the way. Sometimes greed is a sickness,
Yeah.
and sometimes we forget about everything else. We're so busy catching up to that technology, we forget about the little things in life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
That's
matters.
It's very true, because when I was in Saskatchewan, the children that were there, they all know how to fish. They all know how to do those things. Not one of them was playing with their cell phones. They were all playing in the water. They were all they were diving. They were pushing each other in the water. They were having fun. None of them were on their phones.
And they more focused on each other.
And when
they're
I got,
happy.
I was
And they're
they're
happy.
completely happy
Exactly.
playing games like
Yeah.
Mr. Wolf. And I was like, are these kids actually playing right now? It was such a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, and
So,
it's not
yeah.
like sitting in time.
I know.
Exactly.
I have a tractor and you do my yard with it, and I was driving in the wintertime going up the road, and I see this lady shoveling her driveway, and it's quite a ways, and she had just those little shovels. So I was there, she was shoveling away and out there, and I was passing, I stopped, my heart started to ache, I said stop, so I backed up, and I seen her, and I plowed her yard for her, and it took me about half an hour, and then I was finished. She comes along, she's like, how much do I owe you? You don't owe me nothing. I didn't ask for nothing, I just wanted to help you. What would probably be a good pay is if you get that guy sitting in your house there playing that games. I said that'll be worthwhile. That'll be
Yeah.
more than a payment. I said. And so yeah, that's what I hate, seeing these things go on and yet do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So when you can change that life,
Yeah.
so.
People are distracted with technology.